How have we failed in education? Obviously, there's a failure here because we're not really meeting the standards that most people feel that we have the capacity and the ability to meet, but we're not doing it. What's happening?
The first thing that troubles me, and I have seen several times now, this movie Waiting for Superman, it shows all the shortcomings of the system, and there are many, but it places too much of an emphasis on blaming teachers. And I think that our teachers as a group in the nation deserve a lot of credit for doing an awful lot under conditions that are impossible.
Right.
And I think we should recognize and reward them a little better rather than blaming them. I certainly see real problems with the teachers union and the excesses that they insist on forcing on the system. But if I were to look at the education system and find one structural change that I would favor, would be to mainstream only those that are able to meet a standard that we set as a competitive standard for world competition.
Right.
It's not taking a school and setting a standard to equal what the school as a group can do as a totality of the student body and see how far they can go, and that's the standard. The standard has to be where it has to be, and then those that can meet the standard become the mainstream. We cannot continue to throw everybody into the classroom. Students that do not have the intellectual range, students that have emotional problems, students that have delinquency problems, all sorts of limitations in students. Put them all in one classroom and say the classroom now has to wait for everybody to catch up. We don't want to have a system as we do, no student left behind. Yes, we don't want to have no student left behind, but we also should have no student held behind. We need a winning team. Our mainstream schools should produce a winning team to compete in the world, and we have the means to do that.
Okay.